Welcome back to another episode of Podcast P, a Wave Sports and Entertainment original presented by Sprite. It's your boy PG, and I'm joined alongside my guys, Jackie Long and Dallas Rutherford. And we here in Vegas. And on this episode, I'm happy to welcome my brothers. First, I want to introduce one of the best players the game has ever seen. 10-time NBA All-Star, 6-time All-NBA player, my dog, my big homie, Carmelo Anthony!
I'm finally here. I made it. Podcast P.
Appreciate you, B-Tho.
Absolutely. You know that.
Next is an all-defensive player, budding star in the league, and not a friend, but a family of the pod. Newest member of the New York Knicks, Mikal Bridges. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm back.
Appreciate you, brother.
I'm back.
What's up, fellas? How we feeling? How we feeling out here?
Hot as shit.
Hot, I'm about to say hot, bro.
Wait, Melo said hot as shit. He didn't say hot as shit.
See what I'm saying?
Both of them.
Oh, shit.
I'm feeling good, though. I don't even know how I'm here, though. I literally just got off a plane. I should be asleep. I really should be asleep.
You
But
shouldn't
they
say
said
that.
it was
Start the
y'all.
pod off.
No, they said it was them.
Nah, but you can't say that to start the pod off. They ain't gonna think this is gonna be a lazy episode.
Never.
I'm tired.
No. I was just saying, I'm showing them that I got energy for them.
Okay.
See
Well, start it
what I'm
off
saying?
then.
But damn, P, you just hated on my whole little situation that I had going on. But anyways, we gotta be the first podcast ever in the world with two guys who just switched teams in the last month on the same pod ever right now, baby. And I bet you don't even know who that is.
Them two.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I feel y'all are starting to settle in with y'all, fan base and everything. And I just want to know, what's the biggest difference you guys felt already?
I mean, I think that New York Knick love, you already know how that is. It's pretty crazy. Instagram, everything. All the fans commenting, they've been pretty geek. So I think the fans really, showing out right now.
Yeah, I think initially, coming back to LA, that was home when I first came back to LA, but it's not the same love. Because when I was in LA, they like, man, you should have been a Laker. That's all I was hearing. It wasn't no like, yo, welcome to the Clippers. Yo, we happy you in LA, but you should have been a Laker.
You was on the second team.
I'm on the B team. That's how the vibe and the love felt, And then now being in Philly, being in the city, everybody like, man, we appreciate you here. We love you here. You're gonna love it. Like, it's just so much love around it. So definitely, felt it from day one.
So you feel like that's definitely home right there.
For sure.
Like same with you, huh? And you just went down the street, basically.
Yeah, I already lived in Tribeca, so it kind of made it easier for the live close to MSG, so it's nice.
You didn't have to move the family or do nothing. You right
that was
there.
an easy move.
Easy.
Yeah. Nice, easy, man. I thought, listen.
Welcome.
Appreciate it.
Welcome to the Hudson side.
Is this the new Knicks tape? Is this the new Knicks tape right here?
I don't know if, we might have to bring the Knicks tape back out. We might have to bring the energy is back, baby. It's back.
Yeah. It's gonna be hype in there for sure. I'm excited.
Melo, as you know, the Knicks just made some major moves this offseason, adding Mikal, re-signing OG, and literally today they re-signed Jalen Brunson for a big discount. Looked like he took a little less money. But with the pieces that you've seen that they've put together, what do you think of the roster and how excited are you for this upcoming season?
So this is not a biased opinion. Like, this is like what I'm about to say is real. I think they put together like a really, really, really good roster. Like, took their time with like the pieces that they really need. There probably was a lot of pressure on them to try to go get a superstar, whatever type of superstar whoever you think would be worthy of going to the Knicks. But they ain't listened to none of that shit. They stuck with what they was doing. They knew the pieces that they needed. They knew they needed this piece. They knew they needed to bring OG back, right? JB was going to get, that was going to happen, that contract. And then now you plug and play, right? We can't keep Hartenstein. He got to go. It's a sad loss, you get what I'm saying? Right. Like, for what he did for the team and his role. But that's just the nature of the game. And to now have an opportunity to bring Julius back, right? A healthy Julius coming in with a different mindset and a different understanding, like, oh shit, like we have an opportunity to go do something special. So now he got to figure out what he has to do. And I don't want to say fit in, but to make it work.
Mhm.
Because it's not going to be the same role for him, bringing him on, bringing OG back. You've been hurt, right? So now it's a different type of flow, different type of rhythm. Now you got to figure out how to work within this and still be who you are,
Right,
but
right.
within all of this. So I like it. I like it a lot. I like what they did too. I like what Philly did too.
Yeah.
I just like that East Coast energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know what the energy in Philly is like, and I know what the energy in New York is like.
Two missing things that they was definitely missing.
Yeah, both
Putting him
of those
back with his
pieces,
boys.
though. Yeah.
Putting them back with his family.
Brooklyn was just a stop for him, though. That was just a, let me switch my bag real quick. And,
Right.
you know, he was
That
coming
was just a
over.
warm-up.
man.
You know it.
You know he was coming over the water, man. He coming through the tunnel,
He
you
was
know
too
that.
close to him. They was on the phone all the
Yeah,
time.
all the
We
time.
Come
I mean,
on,
they
niggas is
had to be
roommates
kicking
and
it in
all
the
that.
city.
Hey, man, I'm gonna be over there with y'all, so I'm gonna play cool this year.
Jay Wright got to be a consultant somehow. Like he had to orchestrate something over there.
Nah, man. I know he excited though. I know he excited,
He
but
probably watching the game. We watching the games, drawing up plays and shit. Jay Wright.
We played him. When I was in Brooklyn, we played the Knicks. He was texting us. He was texting my mom. I guess he's not big on celebrating too much. I mean, I think that's why I celebrate more now because the leeway in college was real short.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's watching the games, watching us play, and he over here texts my mom like, he's celebrating too much. Like, you know, as a coach, you know, he's so locked in, bro. He's like, he's celebrating too much. I'm just like, damn, coach. I'm like, I gotta let it out.
Yeah.
Melo, talk a little bit about how important and how just major it is for a star like Jalen Brunson to take a discount. What does that do for the team and the organization in from your standpoint?
I haven't seen the news yet. What's the deal?
I believe he signed a 4-year deal, 110. Could be mistaken on how
150.
much. He definitely
4-year,
left a lot of
150.
money on the table though.
Left like 113 or
Yeah.
something like that on the table.
Yeah, I think it's all related. Like everything is related. I think they know the business. You know, somebody around him knows the business of the basket of the game of the NBA and contractually and contracts and know where it's going and what's happening. So, if I had to say it would be like you setting yourself up, right, for something different, for something else, for more, as opposed to jumping out there right now. And you stayed in New York. You get what I'm saying? Like you took a discount somewhere else. I'll take a discount to get my man and my brother on the team. Like, let's really talk about it. Let's really make it make sense. And okay, I'm gonna take the darts because it's a lose-lose situation if you leave money on the table. People got something to say. If you take the contract,
Right.
people got something to
Right.
say.
Regardless.
So at the end of the day, just
get
do
your
what's best for
paper.
you.
Right.
Do what, you know your situation. I think JB know his situation. He working with the Knicks. It's a situation that they gonna figure out. This is he got more coming.
Let
man.
me ask this though. Is he getting that on the back end? Because you've been a Knick legend.
I'm not doing it. I'm just
I'm just saying I know he left 113 on the table, but
yeah.
I know when he moving around New York, he ain't paying for shit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like as a New York legend, he established as a legend already in New
Mhm.
York. Is he making that back up on the back end?
Off the court. Oh, you mean
the-
a back
Off
end
the
of
court, moving around.
Yeah.
Like is 113? Obviously, that's
No,
a
you
lot.
can't-
That
listen.
to
You
make
can't
up.
make 113 million
Facts.
off
But I'm
the
saying
court.
it's an
Yeah.
incentive.
Like people is busting their ass out there and ain't
Yeah.
making 113 million off the
Facts.
court.
Right.
And I'm talking about people who's been off the court or off the field for years and years, who are the biggest stars out there. They not making 100 off the court.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that right there is different. He's making something. He should be making something, right? 113 to make that up on the back end is crazy.
Mhm.
So again, I don't know the logic and the thinking behind why he did it.
They got a
I
plan.
just found out this information that he re-signed.
Yeah.
So I'm a dig into the crazy to see
They got a plan.
what's going on, because there have to be a reason.
Yeah.
There have to be something very specific.
They probably gonna get at least a whole bunch of people that we didn't expect, and then whoop, hit you with some okey dokes.
Yeah, we're gonna save some money. We're gonna keep some money on the books.
That's
We're gonna keep some money. We're
that's a
gonna
lot
keep
of
some
money.
picks. We gonna
Yeah, that's a
You
team
know?
player.
yeah.
Because he making less than OG, right? OG just got a
You
big.
talking about
big-
Julius? I mean, I went to a whole nother story real fast. Brunson. I'm tripping. I just said the wrong thing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Melo, what advice would
Talking about Julius. Go on, nigga.
You know what I meant, brother. We talking about Brunson.
Melo, what advice would you give Mikal? Obviously, you've played in a ton of big playoff games for the Knicks, and you actually, as a fan, it was awesome to see you go support the Knicks in this past run that they had in the playoffs. I think that really speaks volumes of how important New York is and just that whole city, the vibe and the atmosphere there. But what can Mikal, expect, and what advice would you give him entering this next season, playing in the Garden?
I think he already experienced like the essence of New York, right? In the sense, he probably experienced it differently being with the Brooklyn Nets because that's a different culture over there. Even though it's a New York culture, it's a Brooklyn culture. You know what I mean? Over there, whereas the Knicks is more New York, right? So you're getting all the energy, Madison Square Garden, the history, the tradition, the love, the pure, passionate fan over there. The situation he's going into right now is do or die. Like it's pressurized. Like, you know what I mean? Like this is it. This is our window to go try to figure some shit out. He's still young, but you can't put a team like that together. You know what I mean? Like we going out there to win. And we all saw the 4-year plan of Leon Rose from the beginning, how he cleared house and how he step by step and stuck to his script. So whereas though he was in the picture. Mm-hmm. He was part of the plan. So now that the Knicks got him, he coming in and it's winning time, right? So he coming in a different situation, a different mindset. The Knicks fans understand like this we have an opportunity. We kept biting at the bit over the past couple seasons. We ain't have our full team last year. Julius got hurt. This guy, like it's they can go with a lot of things. Now bringing somebody, the caliber player like him, it sets it right up to go out there and compete with the Phillies and the Bostons, right? At the end of the day, because you can't take away what they're building over there in Philly too. They all in the same situation. So in my perspective, like Philly is in the same situation as New York. It's go now. Yeah. And they, may the best team win.
I like that. It's go now.
It's go now.
It's great for the East as a whole, you know what I mean? Because usually there's a few teams. Now it seems like there's going to be a little bit more mix on, who's coming out of the East. We got a few teams now.
Man, it's 3 teams.
Okay.
Like, it ain't like in the East, like let's just be frank. Like it's you still gotta beat Boston.
Yep.
Right?
Okay.
We don't know what this is gonna be in Philly, right? Yep. They still gotta make that work. We see what New York is, and now we like, okay, we can see it. We can see the future with bringing him on and Julius coming back from being injured, like putting those pieces together, right? So now they got to figure out how to make that work with him too. So Boston is still the most oiled machine on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So it's those 3 at the end of the day. Now with him going to Philly, it's those 3. Now Milwaukee gonna get mad because they not gonna be in the talks anymore. Like that's real shit, you know. So now they gonna have something to prove with Dame and Giannis and those guys. But I like the energy. I like the energy that New York is bringing. I like the energy that Philly is bringing. I just know Philly is bugged out. Like, you know what I mean? Like the energy is bugged out and they love their sports. They love their people. And if you fuck up, they're gonna let you hear about it. So it's a very similar energy going back and forth. I'm going to all the games. I'm telling you that right now. In Philly and New York. I'll let you know. I'll be there.
Bridges, my guy. Let me tell you like this, man. It's 1 million celebrities in New York. 1,000 of them. You said the other day, not too long ago in your press conference, that you was excited to see Spike Lee courtside. I just want to know, out of all the big stars that go to these games, why Spike Lee?
Spike's my guy, man. I think I kind of got close with him when I first got to New York playing for Brooklyn, and just being around him and getting to know him, like his energy, man. Just love him, and just every time I played at MSG, he always showed love and all that stuff. So now I'm like, now he could root for me because I'm on his side now. So I'm excited to see my guy Spike over there.
P and Melo, when is the first time that y'all played in front of Spike Lee in Madison Square Garden? How was that?
I can't pinpoint the first time, but like Mikal said, it was always like good energy. Obviously, me being in Indy, it was already animosity I felt towards me, but it was never it was never from like a hateful spirit like type of energy. It was always love, but I think it was still because he don't fuck with the Pacers because of Reggie in those days. And then I had fun with him when we was playing New York in the series. I think 2013 or 14, whatever year that was. But I was have little side convos with him during the game. And then ever since that point, when we go play in MSG, it's out of respect. Go over there. Yo, what's up, Spike? How everything going? How you been? I see him All-Star weekends. Same thing. Have little casual conversations with him. But it was always love with Spike. It's always love.
Oh, tell me, Melo.
I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna give you a story though.
Give me.
When I was young in Brooklyn, Spike used to have a store called 40 Acres and a Mule.
That's his company,
Fort
right?
Greene, right?
Yeah.
My godpops used to take me over there to like clean up the papers and all that shit in 40 Acres and a Mule. So years later, coming back, I think it was McDonald's All-American. I think Spike, I see Spike. And I tell him the story. And he remembered the shit. Like he remembered, what I mean, the kid, but he ain't probably remember. He ain't know that fucking me.
Right.
He remembered the kid because he started telling me shit like, little things that from back then that only you would remember, if somebody told you. So I think my first time seeing him at the Garden was when we came back, when we played in New York, my rookie season. That's when I saw him. And that's when you like, oh, this is New York. Like, because you get up for that, in Denver, this nigga, we in the mountains over there, champ. Like we ain't see nothing. So coming to New York was always like, okay, that's the start of our East Coast trip. That was my first East Coast road trip. Spike is at the game, the Garden, New York. I was like I'm coming back home, playing my first game. So it was a lot of energy, and Spike was over there, man. And Spike is nuts, though, bro.
I'm about to say he got to be literally the biggest New York fan ever, right?
Passionate.
Spike is nuts, though, man. Spike in the games, you probably don't be hearing him, but Spike is
Spike be talking smack.
I feel like he chilled out a lot though.
Yeah, he did. Aging.
Yeah,
sit you down a little bit. You know what I mean?
He's still talking though.
You got to be purposeful when you guys get older. You got to pick your
He
poison.
be saving them, huh?
Yeah, you got to pick your poison. He can't do it for 82 games in the playoffs.
He literally goes to damn near 82 games if he's not shooting something.
Nah, but 41 in there. He don't travel, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes he do.
Sometimes
he
he
go to
travel.
Miami. He go to Philly. He go.
LA.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
LA. He's
Okay.
But Spike is the fan of New York.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like people don't even look at him like Spike Lee no more. Like it's just like that's Spike from the. You know what I mean? Like it's
That is
New York
crazy.
Knicks fan. Like
Right.
these kids don't know. Not kids, but this younger generation don't know who Spike Lee movies and.
I know.
all that.
My bad, Bridges. My bad.
Yeah,
Said him
yeah,
all.
man.
Don't do it.
Can't believe you already starting shit.
Spike and Spike.
We still cool.
When you see Spike, when you see Spike with the vest on, that's when you know the Jalen Brunson vest. That's when you know shit is real over there with the clouds on there.
Everyone's got a thirst, a drive to be the next big thing, to put the world on notice. And for me, to be one of the best basketball players every night. So if you answer when your thirst calls, Sprite's for you.
Well, you know it is for me then. My drive has got me to where I am today as an actor. And Sprite is for the makers and the creators like myself, the visionaries that put in the work to build their dreams. Whether you're shooting a cinematic masterpiece on your phone, filling notebooks with sketchers, or you're up all night turning your bedroom into the booth. Keep going, y'all. Thirst is everything.
Having a role in my own mortgage company at the age of 35 has quenched my thirst to be as successful as I wanted, but even that hasn't stopped my drive towards greatness. Sprite is made for those who thirst for success and are working to make their dreams become a reality.
So keep going and remember to be true to yourself. Obey your thirst, Sprite. Yo, welcome back. This segment is The Connect, which is sponsored by AT&T. Stay connected to what matters most with AT&T. Mikal, you going back to the Knicks, obviously. There's 3 players there that you've been a part of, and y'all made history in y'all college run, right? How excited are you to join back with them on a professional level?
Nah, it's dope. I mean, especially Villanova, they known for like not generating a lot of NBA guys to, a lot of us in the league. So, I mean, it's cool, man. I think I'm just excited, obviously, to be with the Knicks. But obviously, them three, I've just been around them so long. I think it's just easy. The thing I look at is I know how to play off every single one of them. Like, it's just like second nature. So I'm excited with them. And obviously, everybody else with OG, Julius, like, I like the team we have and the situation we're in, and can't wait for like them first days when we're trying to just figure out what we're going to do and how we're connecting, and that whole building stage. It takes time, and I think they already been here. So me just adding and trying to figure out what we're doing, and that's always fun. Like when you competing at the highest level and knowing what the ultimate goal is, and the whole process is getting there. It's going to be a lot of up and downs, but it's worth it. So I'm excited.
Was it ever like a conversation amongst y'all? Like, what it looked like if we was in the league playing together?
Nah, I think it was.
Tell the truth.
It was.
Tell the truth.
Nah, like
Tell the truth.
you trying to think
right
like,
thing.
well, coming out of college, we all just, we was winning, but we all trying to make the league and be there. And I guess, it was Jalen and Josh was the first two, and then Donte went, and then I guess especially when Donte got there, I think the media and I was in Brooklyn at the time, so it's so easy to just throw my name out there because I'm right there and I'm like a good fit for them. So, but now we didn't really talk too much about it, honestly. I think once it kind of got closer to that point when I was in Brooklyn, all of them in New York, obviously Josh, y'all know he's the biggest troll in the damn world.
Right.
You're making Brooklyn fans hate me when making all these damn jokes. Like, I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing? So, but nah, I think it's just, I didn't really think about it too much, man. I think we were just all excited to be in the league, and it's just crazy how, thing happens,
After all these years, y'all still seem like y'all real close, though. I like that.
Yeah.
That's what I like about y'all the most. But I want you to describe your relationship with Jalen, Donte, and Josh. Like, who your best friend out of all of them? Come on.
Don't start that shit.
You know
Yeah,
right here.
A lot of setup questions.
Listen, you ain't put
Who
no
your best-
wedges in there. You know what I'm saying?
Like, who you
Melo,
talk to
tell him,
all the
man.
time? Advice.
you
Give
ain't-
us that.
No door stoppers, champ.
All right, I ain't gonna do you like that.
Nah, I mean, I've been close with all of them, and especially in college. Like Donte early. Donte was a year below me, and I think he did commit already. He was in high school. He used to like come up, to freshman dorms. I see him all the time. Josh, at the moment, Josh was a year older. He was a bully when I first got there. I hated him for a little bit. Then we got real close. Like, it was crazy. I told the story all the time that we was playing in practice, and Josh is a hothead, as you can see. And I was getting him mad, 18-year-old, and I got long arms. I get a little physical with him. And so he got mad, and we doing the side out of bounds, and we got the same play. Like, we know the play. So I know the play. So I know what's about to happen.
Yeah.
So I like just climb up, get ready for the screen, and Josh, strong ass, just picked me up and just threw me, bro. And I was off him. Like, I'm off him, bro. So I'm not talking to him, like, for real. Like, I'm just not talking to him. And he never said nothing to me for real. And then I think he felt them couple of days, like, I just wasn't speaking to him. He like texted me out of nowhere, like, you good? I'm like, no, nigga, I'm not good. Like, what? Then we became like best friends after that. And then Jalen, year below, came in with Donte. Kind of didn't know respect to him because he was like McDonald's All-American, and I never seen a campus go so crazy for a recruit like that. And I'm a freshman, like, damn, like, this nigga got to be nice. Y'all coming up to me like, is he committing? Is he committing? I'm like, I don't even know him.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's goofy as hell. So we just build a great relationship. But I'm telling you, bro, I'm close to all of them, like the same.
Yeah.
I
I'm
can't.
gonna
Like,
ask you this last one. Who was the first one to call you when you got to the team with him? Who was the first one? Text you?
it
or call?
was Josh with the group FaceTime. You ever see the
Hilarious.
picture?
So he hit the whole
Yeah, it was
with
Josh
all
that
y'all?
called the whole chat.
hilarious.
And I answered, and I already knew. I know him. I know how he processes things. I already knew. Like, you see the picture, he's like angled, like,
Yeah.
he said it
Yeah,
like this. He's smiling. I'm like, I'm like,
No
here he
heads
go.
up.
Now no heads up. I'm like, he about to screenshot this.
I do have a question. Did you see that Jalen Brunson just tweeted, like, just butt dialed Tibbs and it's over for me, and it was a joke? But he said he was having a conversation with the homies. I'm curious if you were a part of that conversation that may not been heard from the coach.
Nah, I think he's probably talking So it's like his home friends back in
Okay.
Chicago and stuff,
Okay.
so, or Jersey.
All right, fair
I don't know
enough.
which one he
I was
claims.
trying to get a little intel right there.
Yeah, no,
I want to know what Tibbs heard.
Yeah. It sounded like it was
Tibbs
bad.
probably watching Summer League and shit, breaking down film, listening to Jalen audio.
Talk about nothing.
Man, we gotta ask about the infamous banana boat crew.
Oh,
Right.
shit.
You,
Okay.
D-Wade, Bron, CP. Was there any moment of y'all ever teaming up, or
Who?
was there conversations of y'all ever teaming up somewhere in the
Who?
league? Between y'all banana?
Us four?
Yeah, y'all four.
Before the Big Three, the Miami Big Three,
Mm-hmm.
it was talks about me and Bron, like, because we were out of me, him, and D-Wade. Like, it was me and him close, and D-Wade was kind of like, and then it was like me and D-Wade close, and then
Mhm.
Bron and D-Wade was close, but we never was like all three, like,
Mhm.
locked in until we started going and getting old, you know what I mean? And then we had like experiences, played on the, world championship team, and I think that's when it kind of really started to like blossom. And I think it was because we lost together. We felt the same pain, we felt the same sentiment. So that brought us all three together. With Bron, it was always like, yo, we got to make it happen. Like, some way, somehow, the opportunity comes, let's make it happen.
Mhm.
We just never knew where. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
we could fuck around with each other, but where? And you going to New York? Like, I ain't going to Cleveland, nigga. Look, you coming to Denver? Like, I ain't going to Cleveland, chick. So it was just like, as friends and like competitors growing up together, it's like, yeah, we want to, I would love to play with PG on this team.
Right.
You know what I mean? Kel on this team. But that was always just like a what if of being Bron.
Right.
Then the conversation got serious after like 06, 07, 08 with like the Big Three. So they were supposed to go, it was supposed to be Bosh and Wade, and then me and Bron, like going somewhere. We just couldn't find out where. And we wanted it to be New York.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Somewhere. Or Chicago. Chicago was in the fold.
Okay. With
Sure.
you and Bron.
Me and Bron. But I was like, if we gonna find a place, then let it be go to Chicago. Like, I'm in Denver, you in Cleveland, free agency hit, let's try to make
They
it work.
couldn't make that happen.
I didn't know at the time of the collective bargaining agreement, again, I wasn't as educated on the game, on the business of the game, on the business of the sport. So I didn't understand contracts and 3 years, 5 years, you know what I mean? Shit like that, lockout. I knew a little bit, but I wasn't really business savvy enough to understand what was about to happen. So in my situation, I was in Denver. We was in the playoffs every year. We was 50 plus wins. Like we was building something in Denver. So I didn't want to leave. So why take a 3-year deal? No, I'm locked into this 5-year deal. And it was like 5 years, like, I don't know, 85, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Right.
And I got
It's
ridiculed for taking a 5-year deal. Like, what? You know where the fuck I come from? I'm not leaving no money on the table. But this
Right.
was me at that, at that
time,
age. Like,
right.
I'm not leaving no money on the table.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm winning. I'm in Denver. We building something.
Right.
We got new powder blue uniforms. Like, we popping out here.
That's right.
Right? So I don't want to leave this to go do something that I might regret later down the line. And also at that time, I wasn't ready to go partner and team up with nobody
Mm-hmm.
because I was building my own shit in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
So to leave my own shit and go team up with somebody, it wouldn't have worked because we were all young and
Yeah.
and we all going down our own path. So
Mhm.
I'm over here. Like, whatever y'all gonna do, y'all
Yeah.
gonna do. So I get the call when they say, yo, it's a lockout. Lockout's coming. Yo, we taking a 3-year deal. Right? So let me think about that. Hit y'all back, man. Hit y'all back. Call my agent at the time, which was, I think I was with Bill Duffy at the time and Calvin Andrews. And I'm like, 3-year deal. Yo, bro, it's no conversation. I'm staying. taking a 5-year 85. I'm staying in Denver. I'm happy, boom, boom. So they was trying to finagle how to make that shit work. And then it was like, I think one of them had to take like 16 and the other one 17 and the other one like, you know what I mean? Like all of them had to really sacrifice, which I take my hat off to them for doing that because that's hard as shit to leave at that point in time in your career, young like that. We all was at the top of the game.
Right.
And just say fuck all of that and come together, like nobody was thinking about that. So when they did it, it just made everybody like, oh shit, Melo, you could have been the fourth one. Now, and it's just, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Imagine me at 23 years old, 24 years old, being the fourth option on the team when I'm leading my team every single year. Like I'm finding my way in this league.
Right.
And you want me to leave that and go be a fourth option.
Yeah.
I don't know mentally
Mm-hmm.
how I was gonna be ready for that.
Exactly.
It ain't got nothing to do with money.
Right.
Mentally, I don't know how I was gonna do that. I'd have had a different role. I'd have had to figure out my role on that team. These are alphas that we all coming together. Like Bron is an alpha. D-Wade is an alpha.
Crazy.
Everybody don't give Chris Bosh enough credit.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Bosh was ridiculous in Toronto.
Right.
So for them three to go, I'm like, man, hell no. Like I can't be that 4-5. Hell no.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm cool. I'm out here in Denver. So the conversations always was like, that was always a what if, the Miami. But people don't look at it like that. It's just, oh, Melo was selfish. So he took 5 years. He took the money and he could have had 3 rings. And man, all that shit a lot of times don't be worth it.
Right.
So they ain't gonna tell you that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, a lot of times that shit don't be worth it. They made it worth it because they figured it out. They worked it out. They won consistently. They created something down there. Who knows if that would have been the same case if I would have went down there. We look at the Lakers in 2003. They assembled Shaq, Kobe, Gary Payton, Carmelo, and then they had a bench that was nice.
Didn't do nothing.
Come on, that shit don't always work like that.
Let me ask this though, in hindsight, because obviously you went to the East when Bron went to Miami.
Yeah.
And you see the success that they having.
Yeah.
Like initially, are you like, damn, I could have been a part of that, or I should be a part of that? Or was you still happy?
I never did that to myself. I would never ever do that to myself. Look at that and be like, damn, I could have.
Not from a jealousy standpoint.
Yeah, no,
but
just even as a competitive standpoint, damn, I could have been down to this. I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I knew I was intentional when I got to New York on what I wanted to do. I knew they was down there. Okay, if I could come to New York and we can make this work, we gonna compete against them.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna give them a run. And let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's build something. Like let's start to build in New York to go. We know that at the end of the day, these next couple of years, that's what we gotta, that's what we want to meet up there with them.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like nobody had that plan. Right? Like I was the only one had the mindset of looking at it like that. But I'm like, I'm taking the darts for it. Being selfish, no defense, bad coach, not coachable. Ran my way out of Denver. Right. Got to New York. They said I should have left after when I was a free agent. I should have went to Chicago, they say. I would have had a ring. You get what I'm saying? It was always, you would have did this, you would have had this.
Mm-hmm.
So I stopped fucking with that shit, man. It's just like, you know what, I'm going to stay mellow, champ. Like, that's
Mellow
it.
story,
That's it.
baby.
Love
That's
that.
what it is. That's why you hear shit.
That's it.
Come on.
All right, before we move on, while we on the subject of the banana boat,
Yeah.
how the hell, like, y'all motherfuckers saw a banana boat in the water, and one of y'all is like, yo, that'll be fun. Like, wait, how the yo, Mel, how the hell that
And
happened?
then posed. It looked like y'all posed for the picture.
Who was like, hey, y'all, say cheese.
I'm gonna let y'all go.
I'm waiting to hear. I'm waiting to hear.
Nah, so
Everybody ready for the photo and
story,
shit?
The story is, we was trying to build something. Like, that never has been done with like 4 of the top guys coming together in sports and like really be brothers and really fuck around and hang out and off the court. We gonna try to kill each other on the court, but nigga, like, it's too stressful. We go through everything for a long season. Let's go on vacation, nigga. Let's bring the fams and go. Like, let's start something.
Right.
And we got inspired by like Magic. You know, we looking at the OGs ahead of us, like, this is how they do it. Like, we got our own group. Like, let's go do our own way. So we started with that. And we was on a vacation in the Bahamas. And we got the boat, right? So we on the boat, we stayed on the boat. It's all of us, all four of us. Dope moment, though.
Yeah.
But before we get there, they already there.
Who's that?
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
LeBron, CP, D-Wade, the fam, they already there.
Okay.
I'm trying to get out of New York, though. Like, I'm trying to, like, figure out, like, damn, I might not make this flight. Damn, they gonna take off. Like, damn, I'm gonna have to cancel the whole trip. You know.
So you stressing?
I'm stressing, but I'm like, I ain't gonna stress. Because if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But I really want to go because this is the start of something. Like, damn, I get the ride, we gonna bring the wine, we gonna do our thing.
Yeah.
So when I get there, I'm on the tender boat, like the little boat that take you to the boat. I'm not there yet. I'm on the tender boat.
The tender boat.
I'm on the tender boat. I see the banana boat. I don't even like saying the name. Like, I see the boat over there, the yellow boat. The yellow boat.
It's a banana boat.
The inflatable joint.
I see the yellow boat. You know what I'm saying? So I see that, and they like, I'm driving to the boat because I going to take my luggage. I need a glass of champagne. I've been traveling for a long time. And I see them, they're like, yo, come on. And I look, I say, nah, I'm going to the boat, man. So on the picture, everybody think that I'm on the boat. I'm not on the boat.
Oh, okay.
It's Bron, CP, D-Wade, and Gab.
So you're not on the boat at all.
I don't know why I pictured
It's
you
a
on
picture.
the boat.
Yeah,
Because the
crazy.
notion of the banana boat cruise, that shit hit so hard, it's like, I can't even escape the rape. So I saw the boat. I went to the boat, and they pulls up, and they like, "Yo, come on," I said, "My nigga, nah, no way. I'm getting on that with y'all niggas. There's no way. If a nigga catch a picture of this is crazy." And just so happened the fucking picture got.
Yeah. I don't know why I pictured you on the
Because
boat.
you wanted the picture to be on the fucking.
I wanted to see you there.
Hey.
You wanted so you can talk. Damn, you wanted to see.
That was
me.
crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
My bad.
But we're gonna leave that alone. You wanted to see me
so New York,
on there with them because you wanted to pop shit to me. That's why. You wanted to see
Yo,
Made the good call.
You brought it up twice.
It just, you know what I mean? It's cool, like, you know what I mean? It's cool. You with your kids.
Yeah.
I might not. I had to skip that one, even with my kids. Nah, son, nah, baby, I can't.
That is
Not
funny.
this one.
You were close.
That's funny.
Let's get the raft.
Let's get back on the boat.
That's
Let's
funny.
get back on the boat.
Stay close to the action with AT&T at home or on the go. AT&T keeps you connected to the game you love. We'll be back after this break. This episode is sponsored by Helix, and I just bought a Helix mattress for my post-training naps. It's really nice and designed for my body. However, everybody is unique, and everyone sleeps differently. That's why Helix has several different mattress models to choose from, each designed for specific sleep positions and feel preferences.
Models with memory foam layers to provide optimal pressure relief if you sleep on your side. Models with the more responsive foam to cradle your body for essential support in stomach and back sleeping positions. Plus, enhanced cooling features to keep you from overheating at night.
And if your spine needs some extra TLC, they got you. Every Helix mattress has a hybrid design, combining individually wrapped steel coils in the base with premium foam layers on the top. It's the perfect combination of comfort and support.
Look, I took the Helix sleep quiz and I was matched with the perfect mattress that suits all my needs and helps me have a quality night's rest. Not only is the mattress the best I have slept on, but the setup was fast and easy. Helix mattresses are delivered in a box and straight to your door for free.
Helix is offering 30% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/podcastp. That's helixsleep.com/podcastp. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now.
This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Hey guys, I know at times we tend to, compare our lives to other people around us, especially with the rise of social media. What do you do when you get caught up wishing your life looked like someone else?
I don't do nothing. I don't worry about what other people doing. I'm happy with who I am. What makes me happy is seeing that man that I look at in the mirror every day. So I don't got no issues with what's going on around me.
Jackie, I think sometimes you just need to slow down and count your blessings. Be thankful for what you do have, and life works out a lot better when you do that.
Comparison is the thief of joy, and it's easy to envy other people's lives. And it might look like they have it all together on their Instagrams, but in reality, they probably don't.
Therapy can help you focus on what you want instead of what others have, so you can start living your best life. If you're considering trying therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule.
Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge.
Stop comparing and start focusing with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/podcastp today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/podcastp.
All right. My boy Bridges.
All right.
You know how we do it.
He always asks me questions, man.
Anyways, man, your time in Brooklyn was short. I believe you grew there as a player, of course. But last time you was here, which was on the episode, I was asking you about becoming number one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you did a full season. So I want you to describe, how would you say your leadership was?
My leadership,
Yes.
I think could have been better. That's what I think. But it's different. Like I was close to everybody. We was all pretty close. We just couldn't figure it out. I think that was the toughest situation. And you want to lead and help other guys, but sometimes it's like you gotta look yourself in the mirror. It's like, what can I do better to help? So that's why I feel like I might have lacked a little bit, because I'm just, I'm focused on like, I gotta be better than where I'm at right now. Like I know everybody else is locked in. We all trying to figure it out, but I'm trying to be up here and play well. So like my voice to the young guys come off the right way, because I'm like doing all the little things, playing the right way, being efficient, all that stuff. So I think personally it was tough, but I feel like you talk to young guys, I feel like I led okay, but I think I could have been better.
Just to touch on that a little bit more, what kind of leadership style would you have as far as, there's different leadership styles. Some guys are vocal, some guys like to lead example on the court.
Yeah.
Which one of those would you say you were better at, and which one do you think you could have done a better job at?
I think pretty much lead by example, but like I also talk when I feel like something's like wrong or we're not doing something. That's just like, that's competitive. I'm just like,
right.
Like we got to figure this out. Like I'll get real snappy, but that's why I try to build relationships with all my teammates, because it's like, and figure out, some people can't handle if you say it this way, but at least they know if I get frustrated in a game or something and I like snap real quick, it's nothing personal. Like it's never personal. It's like, I'm just trying to win, honestly, and trying to help. But like sometimes you get in a heat of moment and, you're all riled up, anger, and then you just kind of like somebody might mess up on a play. You be quick to react. And it's, you got a good relationship with that person. It's, at least they know they're not going to be like, damn, Kel, like what's up with him? But he's like, okay, like Kel try to help me out. You know what I'm saying? So
You feel like you put too much pressure on yourself? And I asked that because, I hope your mommy asked you a question.
You
All right. This ain't my shit.
Just don't set him up.
This ain't my shit. So, no, but you sparked something. You sparked something. I'm just like, when you in situations like that, like the Brooklyn Nets, like who's in total rebuild mode, and you still trying to remain your level of play and your caliber of who you are as a person, your professionalism, minutes played, games, games, and you're not missing no games. Even if you're not a vocal leader, they should be looking at that as like, that's an example, right? Regardless of what. So from day one, that's leadership. If you don't have the right sources around you, you'll hurt yourself mentally overthinking this shit, because you're going to feel like, I have to be doing more. I got to be doing more. I got to be more of a leader, or I got to do this. It's like, nah, like you got to do what you can do.
Yeah.
Right? Because ain't nobody going to say you won the championship. They're going to say the Brooklyn Nets won the championship, right? So it takes everybody to be in sync and on one accord. So my advice to you would don't take that personal. Like, it's just, it is what it is. This is part of the game. This is part of the sport. This is part of the business. You got there. You thought it was one thing. You went there for whatever reasons. It didn't work out. They didn't give you the opportunity to really see what we can do over there in Brooklyn. And now you come over to the other side. You get what I'm saying? So I'm saying because I don't want you to, a lot of players may say like, oh, I should have been doing this or I could have been doing more of this. Is like, what more can I be doing?
Mm-hmm.
I only could do so much with,
Right.
with the resources that I actually have.
Right.
So I just wanted to say that.
Appreciate that, bro.
It's free game.
What's it like, and P and Melo, you guys might be able to answer this and help with this, but, going from a team where he is kind of the go-to guy, the number one option, now he's going to a new team where there's other leaders in the locker room. Is that a conversation that you guys have with the team beforehand? Like, yo, this is my leadership style. This is what you do. Like, because he's going into a new locker room that just had a nice run. They're kind of, he's like the new kid on the block, kind of, hey, this is how we do things. How do you kind of navigate that, being a number one and then going to another team that already has kind of the leadership imprinted in the team? How do you navigate that?
I mean, I think it's kind of unspoken rules, you know what I mean? Like, first conversation you have when you come into a new team, listen, man, I need you to be yourself. Like, don't worry about fitting in. Don't worry about, stepping on toes. Be yourself. Everybody adjust around you. From that, I know how he moves. I know how he motivates. I know how he leads. Just him being him. So it's not necessarily like conversation. I think if you got to tell, if I got to come and be like, yo.
It's my team.
Well, doesn't that happen sometimes though?
It's so, to P's point, it's like, what everybody does. Like, I know if I'm going to OKC, I know, like, I have an idea of what the fuck I'm going to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm going there, PG does this. Russ does this.
Mm-hmm.
Steven Adams does this. This is what they're missing. This is a piece of, this is what I'm going to bring. So when you step in there, you already know what time it is. We in OKC. It's obvious. Nigga, who team is this? This Russ shit. Like, he been here from day one. This is his shit. We going to help him do that. PG, listen, we still need you to be PG though, nigga. Like, I don't need you to be playing second fiddle to him. I need you to go be PG.
Right.
Because you going to help him and you going to help me. And I'm going to help you. Because if you doing what you doing, they can't W, they can't leave. You know what I mean? We got to make all of this shit work. So that's one part of it. He's going into a situation with teammates already. Like, they done won already.
Right.
So they know the game. He know what Brunson does. He know what Josh Hart do. He know what DiVincenzo do.
You're right.
Like, he's walking right into, like, I'm going to the court with my homies. Like, so it's a different confidence that you going in there with. He not going to feel like I got to overdo this shit because he know what we all do already. And they won with that. They won with that unit.
This shit started in October, right?
Season?
I can't wait.
Facts.
This is gonna be interesting, baby.
I got one more question just for you, just because it's been talked about, and I'm just curious your take on it. But the whole Jaylen Brown situation with the Team USA, you guys have both played in the Olympics, and he was at the ESPYs with the trophy, and there's just been a lot of talk going around that subject. What are your thoughts of him being left off the team?
I think he should have got a shot. I think Paul should have got a shot. Like, that's just, it is what it is. Like, you can't, for whatever reason it is, you can't make it that obvious for whatever reason it is.
Yeah.
Like, and this is where, like, it had to draw the line somewhere. Like, this man busts his ass. He worked hard. He take everything that people say about him. He's not marketable. He's not this. He's not that. And he go win the championship and do it the way he did it.
Right.
How he don't get a shot at the USA team? You want to tell me he don't fit the style of play?
That's
Like,
not it.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
So if it's political, if and I don't like using that word, that term political, but if it's something of that nature that we don't understand, have a conversation with the man. Like, at least give him the respect. Like, yo, you a champion, you won, you worked, you played on this team before. You're a part of Team USA.
Right.
Yeah.
We have history with you. So it's like, if it's something that's personal, They don't like his aura. They don't like his the way he think. They don't like the way he rock out. Like, give him the opportunity and say, you know what, we're not going to go with you. Here's why we're not going to go with you.
Yeah, I think it makes it worse because the replacement was one of his teammates. I think it might have been a little bit more understanding if it was someone like a Paul or someone not on the Celtics. You know what I mean? But
and that's not to take nothing away from Derrick White.
Of course not.
Like, to make that team is special. Like, I would say bring one of them kids off the select team. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that been part of Team USA for all of these years. Let them come get that experience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of just bringing somebody in, like, if you're not going to go get them guys, bring somebody in who's already been in the program over the years so we can show the rest of the world that we're developing too.
Yeah.
Our farm system works. The USA Select team, this shit works. This guy worked so hard, he got a chance to make the USA team. That's the American dream when you really think about it.
Right, facts.
Everybody else does it.
Facts.
Yeah.
I
They
might
start
not.
the younger leagues and in the development leagues, and then they get a chance to go play for the Real Madrids and play for the Barcelonas and all of those club teams. Like, why we can't do that?
Yeah.
So that's my opinion on that. But Jaylen for sure should have got a nod. He should have been spoken to. And I hope somebody reached out to him to try to talk about it and let's figure this out, because there's no way we can be having these basketball moments and you getting penalized.
Right.
You almost get penalized for who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the fucked up part.
Here we go. Moving on. We got a segment on here called Zone Mode, sponsored by Sprite. This is when a player breaks down a moment when they completely was in the zone. Mikal, you went for a 45-piece against the Hawks. Talk to us a little bit about the moment where you felt like I'm locked in and I'm in the zone.
Yeah, it's probably, let me think. I think it's honestly them.
Warm-ups?
No, it's, you know what it is? It's low-key when you hit them early threes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because them threes add up quick. So, like, you get maybe three made threes early. Like, that's 9. Then obviously you might get like, I love middies. You get a midi, maybe get like a cut or something or some free throws, and you look up like, damn, I already got like 13. Like, feeling kind of good. You know what I'm saying? And you go how teams guard. Like, some teams might help more than others. So, you might get more threes. So it's like, your threes feeling good today. It's like, all right, like if I'm making these, hit like 6, 18 there, then start getting them middies, the lays, free throws. But I think when I'm starting hitting those middies, like the contested ones, and getting like some steals, like when I start really getting steals and breaking away, getting layups, I'm like, okay, everything's like clicking. Like I'm making shots. Do you feel the crowd too? Like after every bucket, like I never was really a part of that. Like I credit y'all guys. I know y'all understand that. Like going on them heaters and making shots, and each shot you hit, you're at like 20, you get to 22, you run off like 9 straight. You feel that energy from the crowd like after every bucket. And I felt that when I got to Brooklyn because, I had some 40 pieces, 30 pieces more than like ever in my life. And, I'm starting feeling good. You hit a couple middies, little tough ones. When you make a tough shot, like you feel good getting back. You hear the crowd, your teammates right there. Your teammates like, I had a couple of my teammates when I get to my midi going left, I already hear them before I'm about to shoot it like, that's his shot. And I'm like, I didn't even shoot yet. I'm like taking 2. I didn't even raise yet. And I hear Finney Smith like, that's his shot. Like no matter if a dude's right there. So building off all that, hearing all that, that's when I just feel like, okay, like I'm super locked in. And then then you kind of like, sometimes I don't look at the scoreboard too much. I try to like just not think about it. But you might look up one time and be like, damn, I got 36. You look at the time like, and it's a close game. So you're going to be getting a ball close game. Like that's, you love the close games. You're going to keep getting it. So I'm like, hold up now. I'm feeling good. 36. 8 minutes left. All right, shit, come on. I like this game.
I think you said it though. Like that's how that should be. You hit like a couple early threes, and then you got a couple misses in the pocket. Like I'm cool. I can miss a couple here.
3 for 3.
That's what I know. I'm in the zone. Like if I know I got some misses in the bank, I can take some. You know what I mean? Some questionable ones here and there. Like, I feel good.
I can take risks.
I can take a couple risks here. Man, I got to talk to you about obviously the 62 piece you put on Charlotte. As somebody that's 50s, 40s, you know what I mean? Put the ball in the basket with the best of them. does the 62-piece rank higher than the 50 you put on Miami? All jumpers. Because that was different. All jumpers. That was a masterpiece.
Miami was
That's a y'all can't fuck with me.
that was like not angry, but like competitively upset.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really wanted them to play.
Okay.
Like, because it was like I think it was going into the playoffs or something like that. And I think we was about to play them.
And they set.
Yeah, and they set, but I'm thinking like, they gonna play. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, like this is, we gotta see where we at. Like let's make let's set the tone.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas ain't play. I ain't even see them on the bench at first. They came out while the game was going on. So that was like competitively, like I was tight. Like, damn, why y'all niggas ain't play, man? Like, I'm in Miami. Nigga, like, let's go.
Right.
And then the way that it was happening, like that flow was just like, I was tight that Shane Battier was guarding me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I'm mad at them two ain't play. I'm already in my zone already.
Mm-hmm.
So I already felt what was about to happen. I ain't know it was going to be 50.
Mm-hmm.
But J Kidd looked at me. He was like, I ain't saying nothing to you. You locked in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, I'm locked in today.
But did you feel that before going into the game? Like,
yeah.
You felt that, like, warm-ups?
It was a long night the night before.
Yeah.
And shoot around.
Yeah.
We was in shoot around like, man, Woody, man, come on, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? The
countdown. Yeah,
right.
Come on, Woody, come on, man. Come on, we need the rest. We gotta get J Kidd some rest. Right. We got old heads on the team. So get back to the telly, and I'm like, yo, Jay, I'm about to just go sleep all day. He's like, Melo, what you do, just sleep all day until the last second to go to the bus, get in the game. Don't sit still. So I got in the locker room before the game, but I'm going through my warm-up, my workout, my pregame, and I'm sitting on the bench. And he's like, he looked at me, he's like, all right, I see.
Mm-hmm.
And then he looked down at Miami, and he was like, put his head down. So it was, that game was just more like, wasn't thinking, it was just flowing.
Mm-hmm.
To your point, every time I was like rocking, you know what I mean, bouncing on my flow, it was like, I'm dancing. Like, Shane Battier was there. Like, it was like, nah, not today. You know what I'm saying? You're a great defender, but not today. You get what I'm saying? Whatever happened was going to happen that day. So that was a different type of mode. The 62 it was very motivational. It was inspiring because I remember, I think I had lost some games, right? We wasn't playing well. And like New York was on, like they was all over me. The media, everybody. And I remember we used to have this guy who used to come to our team and talk to us. Like he was more like, I don't want to say like he wasn't a shrink or nothing, but he was like somebody who came in and helped us out, made sure that our mental was right, we was right. And he used to send me, he knew I like Muhammad Ali, and he sent me a Muhammad Ali tape, like a motivational tape. Like, I'm gonna show you how great I am. You know what I mean? Like, it's on YouTube, and I'm watching that shit all day, from shoot around, wake up from my nap, watching, in the car, watching, in the locker room, I'm just all day watching the same shit. And I look over to Shump before the game, and I said, yo, follow my lead today. Like, I said something like that, like, yo, it's on today. And I went out there, and I was in such a zone. Like, it was just a zone that nothing or nobody or anybody could say, because it's like a bubble. You angry. The fans is on you. The media is ridiculing you. You don't know what your teammates thinking. We losing, right? That can cause a lot of, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm going to show you how great I am, in the sense of I ain't worrying about that other shit. So if I ain't worrying about it, we ain't worrying about that shit. And that it just was flowing. And that was just a moment that it's hard to like tell what happened. I just knew, I felt like I was in another space at that moment. And I was angry, so I was trying to isolate myself in a space where only I can operate in this space mentally. Fuck everybody. It was like a fuck you 62.
Yeah.
People think that it was just a happy, like, no, it was really, I'm really trying to, like, I'm scoring and, like, fuck, like, the fans, looking at the fan, like, fuck y'all, like, them niggas had bags over their head, you know, it was shit, all type of shit going on. The brown bag guys was up there and shit. Fuck all of y'all. Like, I took that, I wasn't saying it verbal, but it was like,
That's just what the energy
every
was.
jab that I give you, it was gonna be, this is a fuck you jab. Get off me, nigga, like, and it was just that.
Mikal, I know you got a slide, bro. We appreciate your time, but while you got the stage, the floor is yours. Anything you want to message to the Knicks fans on your arrival to being a New York Knick?
Man, I'm excited. Excited to be a Knick and knowing just all the history about it. You know, got this guy right here and, you know, watching him. I know I'm sorry I'm about to make you feel a little old, but when I was young.
I'm old, man. Basketball years, I'm old.
But it's just, you know, it's an honor as well. You know, I just know the history of it and everything. And, you know, I love MSG, so, you know, I'm excited.
There we go. There you have it.
All right.
There you have it. We appreciate you, bro. Thanks for your time. All right, y'all. That's a wrap for Zone Mode. Obey your thirst. Sprite.
So before we wrap, we're going to close out with a little PG starting five. And today's theme, Melo, is going to be phone booth scores. So, Melo, you and P are going to go back and forth like an alternative draft from point guard position, moving forward all the way down to the center. So, you're our guest here, so we're going to give you the first pick as your point guard as a phone booth score.
Now or just in
All time.
AI?
AI, that's easy. I'm going to go with his counterpart then. I got to go Kai.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now we're moving to the two. Point guards are done.
MJ. I think MJ is
You know who you
he don't get enough credit. I mean, you know what I mean? Like he don't
Yeah.
get enough credit for like being able to score in those type of situations.
Yeah. Well, you know who his counterpart is.
So you go McDonald's and McDowell's.
Hardee's and Carl's Jr. I'm gonna go. I gotta go
The
Colt,
B?
man. I gotta go B.
Okay. It's a tight race right now. Moving on to the three.
Oh, this hilarious.
Who? The three? Myself. I gotta go with myself.
There we go.
I
Don't
got.
do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yes, I gotta go with myself.
I gotta
Do
put
it. Do it.
No, I gotta go KD. I gotta go KD.
Fair.
I gotta be honest.
Fair.
I gotta go KD.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And now we're at the four.
Four is tricky.
Four spot.
This is tricky. Tricky. So 4? Damn. Woo. I'm trying to see 4. It's like who was
like that.
it
I
wasn't
mean,
like,
it's a lot of dudes that was like that, but when you say phone booth, that's where it get tricky.
like when I think of a 4, like getting to it, like handles and it's like Antoine Walker,
Mhm.
like Al Harrington. Like
Mhm.
those was 4s that was like
Antoine James.
getting Antoine. But Antoine Jameson was a different type of game. He wasn't putting the ball on the floor. Like he was just catching the floater. You know what I mean? A little
Mid-range,
quick. Yeah, that's what he was
post up,
doing. Yeah,
yeah.
picking pops, little offensive rebounds. He was doing shit like that. But like Al Harrington, they was running ISO plays for him at the 4. Like, so it was like
Right.
those type of guys. So I
Right.
would think it would be 4s. Like we know Ticket and KG. Dirk.
Dirk is, you gotta say Dirk.
I'm going with Dirk.
Yeah.
I'm going with
You gotta
Dirk.
say
I'm going
Dirk
with
phone
Dirk.
booth.
Dirk don't need no dribbles to score.
Mhm.
Now he might be the ultimate phone booth guy.
A lot of
He don't need no dribbles to score. Like he just catch it and shot fake, you jumping, okay, cool. Shot fake, you jump, I'm gonna jump into you.
Mhm.
If your hands is down, I'm gonna fade. Like it was like I can play off pivots, I can like high jab, low jab, go left, pull up, go right, like it was like Dirk was. I don't think people would understand, like these like younger guys will understand who Dirk Nowitzki was.
Mhm.
Melo got Dirk. Who do you got, P, at the 4?
Damn.
At the 4 is
4
tricky.
is tricky. Can we do a small ball situation?
Hey, it's your team.
Okay, we can switch it up there.
But it's got to be like,
I'm gonna go Paul Pierce. I'm gonna go
You put him at the 4?
at the
see,
4.
yeah, that's
Oh, so if you put him at the
that's
I mean, for obvious reasons. I mean, P used to get it. He used to get with it
Yeah.
from a, you know what I mean, however you want it. He had
he was
the
my favorite one of my favorite
transition.
players.
He had the elbow ISOs. and he was a dog. You know what I mean? He tight quarters. You and him, you on an island. Like it's.
I learned how to mirror the court, mirror my game after Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
Like how to everything I'm doing right, do it left. Like play off of 2 counters. He had a counter to a counter, which is hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like a counter to a move, and then a counter to the counter is fucking totally different.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And I saw that, I'm like, oh shit, damn.
Need that.
Yeah.
I gotta be able to pivot that way. I gotta be able to inside pivot, reverse pivot. Like Paul, like watching his game made me do that.
Who are centers?
Centers, we're moving on to the 5 now. So Paul Pierce was a 4, so we
They
might
put
be able
Paul
to
at
squeeze
the
someone.
4. See, I like throwing old names and shit. You know what I mean? Like I would have threw Jamal Mashburn in there as a.
That's taking it back.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I would have threw Mash in there. Monster Mash was crazy.
That's respectable.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
for sure. That's
I'd have
respectable.
threw Monster Mash in there. But my center, you gonna say Shaq? I'm gonna say something. Like I want to say Shaq, but I'm gonna say like somebody like I'm gonna take it back and like Moses Malone, like Elgin Baylor
Mm-hmm.
at the 4. Like
Mm-hmm.
Elgin Baylor probably was one of the best players I've ever seen play the game.
See, they
So that's what you picking? Yeah.
you smaller ball than me.
Elgin was
Elgin at the 4, then what? Dirk, you gonna put Dirk at the 5?
Well, we're at the 5.
Elgin at the 5.
We're at the 5.
outside of myself. I might take myself. I want to throw old head in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the old head some love, man. I'm gonna throw Elgin in there. Yeah, you got KD. I'm gonna throw Elgin. At the 5, I'm gonna throw Moses.
See, you dated back longer than I.
I'm just trying to see your history, P. Like I'm
Yeah,
just trying to see where you at. You
Yeah,
want to go back to the 2000s?
That's my era.
Okay, so let's start
I'm
with
a 90s
2000. Let's
baby.
start with 2000. Let's start with 2000. I'm just trying to get the young kids out there that's watching some NBA history, man. You know what I mean?
Shit. Hey, this is an unorthodox 5.
Okay.
It's an unorthodox 5. But I want to give him credit because he was a teammate of mine and he was a scorer at the 5 spot.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go Al Jefferson.
Woo! Yo, I just watched his highlight tape the other day. I don't know how.
All right.
Yo, no, because I just saw him in the Big 3.
Yeah.
And I was trying to explain to Kyle, like, yo, Al Jefferson was a fucking problem.
He was nice.
He like, Al? Him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nigga, Al. Nigga, Al Jefferson. Nigga, the right-handed bandit. Nigga. One hand.
One hand. He was only right.
That's a good
And
one,
still
though,
couldn't stop
Chad.
him?
You
Could not
That's
stop
a
him.
good one, though.
No, I
That's a
got to
good
watch
one.
more now.
He was unstoppable.
He was unstoppable. We had him in Indy, and you knew what he was doing. You could not stop him. Like,
Because he was so strong.
he just had footwork. He knew how to get you your
Yeah.
timing off. Like, he would just do little shit to fuck your timing up.
Yeah.
He wasn't quick.
I
He wasn't
forgot
athletic.
about him.
He played under the basket, but you couldn't do nothing with it.
Yeah. Like, it would, currently it would be AI at the 1. It would be somebody like Joe Johnson at the 2. And we talking about real scores. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would put myself in there. If I had to take myself out, I'll probably put Paul Pierce in there, KD. You know what I mean? Guys like that. At the 4s, like Lamar Odom was special, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was stretch 4 before
Mm-hmm.
that shit was, you know what I mean? Like they won championships with him being the stretch 4 in the triangle. Like I would probably put Lamar Odom in there too. At that 4, him and Dirk.
Mm-hmm.
And then my 5 would be probably Joel.
That's
What about a 5?
Like
Yeah.
I'm talking about like getting to it,
yeah.
footwork.
Joel might be at the tippy top of that list at the 5.
Yeah. Joel, I have to get that
This
to
could-
Joel.
This could be a bad name. What about like LaMarcus Aldridge? Didn't he have a few seasons where he
LA
was
was
going
solid at that
crazy?
4
Aldridge
spot.
He
at
was.
the 5. He
LA was
was.
solid.
He
He
had
was
a few
definitely,
scoring
he was
years.
going to it. He was going over that left shoulder. He was,
You knew what he was
funny.
doing.
You know
what he was
all
doing.
their
You know
games.
that, he was coming back to that shoulder.
Well, there you have it. We appreciate you on the pod, big bro.
You know that.
Wanted to go to the game. Give you your flowers. It's love.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all for rocking with the pod. Stay tuned for the next episode. Yow.